Hello everybody, this is Zigzag Dog coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition featuring the Corrupted Horizons DLC. And as you know, we've been doing some pretty nifty haven defenses recently. Well, we don't have anything queued up as far as a mission is concerned right now. We're watching and keeping our eyes on the behemoth. We have a Helios nearby. We have two beat up manticores nearby, and then we got a second Helios starting to fly down into that general area over here. So there's a lot going on. And our other manticore over in Asia/Europe/Africa is also en route to our base over there. So we're just going to keep an eye on the behemoth for the moment. Make sure no new flyers pop out. And we got up to 5 already disruption points. That means just 3 more to go to start driving him off. So let's see if this is the episode where we drive him off some more to go underwater. Let's just kind of advance the timer and watch everybody's flight, watch for the flyers coming off, and see what this episode brings us. All right, a voice in the wilderness. Our operatives have discovered an abandoned Phoenix Project site. What appears to be no more than a small nondescript shack, in fact leads to a heavily fortified underground nuclear bunker built in the 1940s. Here the project stored much of its older archival materials, in addition to various oddities collected by its eccentric first administrator, Randolph Symes. So we're going to search the bunker. And we get a little extra boost on research, nice materials, tech, and food. Sadly, a significant part of the archive seems to have been destroyed by mold. However, a number of highly valuable documents have survived, including several compilations of the proceedings of the Phoenix Working Group, one of the Phoenix Project's predecessor organizations. These account for investigations conducted more than a century ago, and can give us some new insights into how we approach our work today. So a nice little exploration site. I guess what we'll do is send the Helios off to yet another exploration site, just start keeping our eyes on what's going on around here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep flying with Smoovie here. I guess there's nobody else on board right at the moment but Smoovie. But I'm going to drop off the Aspida because we're not going to do any ground game with these guys. I'll tell you what, since Smoovie's got a little healing up to do too, we'll just keep it resting there for just a little while longer before we get it closer. No flyers are off yet. We'll keep flying where we're going. And everybody's down at the base. The gift just got there, it would appear. Let's take a look at the gift, as a matter of fact, in here, because the gift is one of them that I want to see about changing a weapon or two out on, and we're going to do that right now while we wait for the rest of the stuff to get fixed, since I already know I want to do that upgrade, and we got one more weapon under construction that we may switch out there. So these two are going to heal up a little bit longer. In fact, how's the Incorruptible looking? Actually, in an emergency, it can fly out. It's not quite full health on the hull yet, but everything else is in full operational order. So we got our second ship ready should we need it. Let's explore here while we're waiting for a flyer.
Research complete.
Look at that, we finished our infiltrator class. So that's been a long time coming, but we have it done. Let me just double check manufacturing. And infiltrator class, we probably got all the new armors and whatnot for infiltrators available. Various new weapons that the infiltrator has. But we'll look at building or dealing with those at a later time. Yeah, there they are. And keep on with our current. Now let's just take a look at we got advanced these next two are two that I'd like, and this one actually gets us some nice payoff is in materials and tech. So I'm going to keep at least the next two in that order. After that, I'm probably going to want to come in here and pick and choose a few different things that we want to move around. So once Pandoran Evolution hits and we get the bonus materials and whatnot, that'll be our tip-off to check the order of the research queue and reprioritize at that time. And let's keep going. Hopefully we don't have another destroyed Anu Haven right ahead of us. Alright, heads up, ahead. Our operatives have discovered a large, screaming head which appears to have grown on top of an old warehouse. The head is only vaguely human and in some ways resembles a very large pumpkin. Its eyes bulge and drip with viscous pus-like fluid. Stalks resembling antennae grow from its balding pate. It appears to be screaming the same word over and over, something like Yuglag or Nukat in a variety of intonations. I think we will just search the warehouse and see if we can't. We should head off. Very funny. We're gonna ignore the head and just search the warehouse. Materials, food, and stamina. I assume the screaming gets to us after a while. The warehouse has not been looted and contains some useful resources, but the head's incessant screaming is very disturbing. After a while, its effect is almost hypnotic. So there's nothing of import there. So we're going to fly up here to search this next site. And let's go see how the ships are looking down here. The Incorruptible is ready to head back out. So until something changes, we're going to send it to explore here. And then let's just check and see how much repair needs to be done to the gift. Not a whole heck of a lot. It's almost all repaired. As a matter of fact, we have one more weapon we could put in here. This one has shred damage, 140 damage, 120 damage, but it gives us the incendiary. So for the moment, I'm gonna well, I have the brave one chosen. That's why. Let's come down to the Forsaken Bravery and switch out for now the shred weapon. 1600 range, 12. So this has a lot less range, but a lot more. Well, the shred's not necessarily a bad weapon. We're just going to keep these in our arsenal. So if we have a chance to switch out, depending on what we see on the enemy, maybe we can get lucky and be able to do that. But we're almost ready to get the gift going and flying north too. We're that close. Let's go check out the Helios here. And the Aspida's almost repaired, so probably after our next exploration, we'll check up here one more time to get that Helios moving. Then we'll have 4 airships ready to react to the behemoth and take it down. All right, we made it back here, and the big thing here is get the early bird and drop it off at the base here, Phoenix North Phoenix. Let's get in here. We need to get this baby repaired. And then I got to find out, do we have some individuals that are ready to go that are level 4 at least? Well, Cecil, you're getting on the ship. And what was the one that got here? The brave one? Yeah, the brave one. Cecil, you're going to the brave one because you're at level 4. No reason to have you stuck back at the base. We need you out there. Machine Man is upgraded to level 3. And I will take one of these 2 out, even though they're only level 3, at least I guess I'll just take them both out while these guys are working their way up the ranks. So we'll put these 2 mutoids on the brave one. And then we at least have a ship that can do some things for us without the vehicle that's good enough to get a mission done. So let's get the brave one flying back to the centrally located base right now, say right over here. And we're going to search.
Research complete.
And we got our sticks. At least not maybe the most amazing ones yet, but we're starting to get some sticks, so we can at least have some options when it comes time to use a stick. What we will do is see about building one or two. In fact, can we narrow it down here? There we go. Why don't we? This one does more piercing. This one does more making the enemy bleed. We'll just, since we can afford it, build one of each. For now. And let's keep everybody flying. Alright, maps of the world. The Airwolf has discovered an old factory that seems to have been temporarily used as the headquarters of a military recon unit of some kind. What's happened to them is unclear, but they left behind a wealth of information. So we're going to recover that geographical data. We have 3 scavenging sites added, so if we start running out of goods, and then we have a site added called Links to the Past. Let's go take a look. I don't know if I see Links to the Past, but what we have here, maybe this is the one. Links to the Past. So it's an independent haven over here on that one. What I'm going to do here is, while I'm here, I got somebody headed up to excavate here. We're going to come over here to the antediluvian ruin and excavate. Then we're going to come back here, like I said, and see if this Forsaken Bravery. Yeah, we just got a little injury here that a medkit can take care of. Vehicle is back to full strength. So we're going to start heading south, so we're in range to help out with the air game also. And then we may even be ready down here. And it sure looks like it. So we're going to get all hands on deck. We're going to have the benefit of all hands on deck. And I'm wondering if I might be able to afford one of these ships to take on the tomb of the mad scientist. Oh, we got a flyer. That slipped by the eyeballs there on that one, didn't it? Now, let's see. I can turn the Incorruptible around really fast. I just got to learn to better recognize, or if that could stay up so I could hover over it, what these weapons are exactly. But you know what? Let's get down here and react. We'll just have, for the moment, both the Manticores, since they're both back to 100% again, take on the Karin. And we don't have to worry about the destroying anything over here. Oh, actually we'll head it there. I wondered why it wasn't clicking or activating on the flyer itself, but it's, oh, that's right, we have to go to where it's going. We're going to excavate and move on to another site. Alright, let's explore here. And then let's get down to the flyer here. We got our first ship there. The other one's following up really close. Let's see if we can't shoot another flyer down. Whoops, if I highlight the Incorruptible. Now let's see if we can shoot down an enemy flyer. Alright, so this is incendiary damage over time. We can't really block out anything, so we're focusing for sure on the tick first. The bioweapon damage is something we don't have a counter to. We can counter the fire. So we're focusing on the tick to start this one out. Let's get down there and get it going. And let's get ourselves focused on that tick and get this thing going. A lot of armor, a lot of health on that tick. And it's going to get to shoot first, unfortunately. Let's hope it misses. We need that tick to miss. And it missed! We got a break on that one. Because we've almost got the weapon out. And we do. Look at that. Look at that. Now we can put out the fire on everything else, and we got him burning with that last one of ours. So we're in good position on this one. We suppressed his fire. Our fire is still burning. Let's suppress again. And I think it's a matter of time now. There we go. That was a quick amount of time, too. All right, good job. We got some more materials, much needed. Attitude increased. Well, Synedrion's at its max, but we're keeping the attitude climbing everywhere else. And we've got it up to 6 ticks. Now if we just get another Barith to come out of here. In fact, nah, it's just another Karin. So we're going to have to relocate there. Now you're a little bit injured here. The Incorruptible's not quite at full strength, but it's only used a couple different fire suppression. And the other weapon's barely damage, so we can probably still use it to fly, and it looks like it's the same setup that it's up against here. Maybe right at the moment the car is headed right to where we are, so let's just fly the Incorruptible over here to wait since it's in good enough shape. We're also going to fly the follow-up ship to meet us there also. And we are at this base, nothing else going on at the moment. There's always the Crystal Crossbow mission to pop up on, but we're going to focus first. We're going to focus first on the air game. Alright, so here we go. And we finished exploring before it got there. Airwolf has flown over an abandoned village. Our operatives have set down near an old church. The graves have been disturbed. It's almost as if somebody dug up all the bodies, or they came alive and ripped their way out of the ground. But that doesn't happen, does it? Search the village. On further investigation, it turns out the bodies were dug up as part of some forgotten experiment. One of the houses in the village has been converted into a lab and is full of human body parts fitted with cybernetic enhancements, preserved in some kind of embalming fluid. At least we know that the Pandora virus hasn't started animating the dead. So materials and food on this one. And we got our bird coming this way. Let's see if it stops right here. Yep. And so the Helios is going to see his first action. We just got two of the same on this one. So look who wasn't paying attention here. But we got two long-range weapons on this one and fire suppression. So we're going to be able to focus on the tick once again. Let's get it going. Now let's hope we can score enough hits to take it out, or let's hope its first shot misses once again. Or it will take 2 planes to bring down this small little Karin. Yeah, he's getting off a shot. We're gonna have to hope for a miss. That's his one and only shot. Please, miss. Nah, no luck this time. Now we're just going against the hull because I can dodge the other thing. So we'll let them all go against the hull. See if we can just shoot it down before we lose our weapons. Fire suppression going. And we shot it down. So the Helios did not fall to the ground or lose its weapons before we defeated the Karin, and we gained some more diplomacy, once again, not with Synedrion. Alright, so what we can do with the Helios is I think we'll send it up to the base right at the moment. Because the Airwolf has room to pick up this vessel, and at the same time we can get it repaired while we're up here. And do we have, we're just waiting, we just have one more disruption point, and looks like he changed paths. It doesn't look like he did anything to the disciples of Anu. So he had a slight change of plan. We're going to take the gift over to this exploration site. Forgotten Saviors. The Forsaken Bravery has landed at an abandoned military base. This site is not on the old maps and databases. It looks like it was used to train and develop some sort of special operations unit dedicated to fighting the invaders. There's a lot of equipment here we can use. It's strange to wonder about this place. They could have been us, or we could have been them. So good materials, 300 on that, a little bit of tech. So all of a sudden our materials are popping back up there nicely. Very short time frame. And do I have any question marks? We'll search out some question marks while we're nearby. A rite of trust. Our operatives have been asked to participate in the rite of trust performed today at Arapka. This ritual involves stories and riddles that seek to recontextualize the faith of the disciples in the Exalted. To teach that it's not a matter of blindly following someone, as the false prophets of the past demanded, but of trusting her as you trust a friend. Knowing her intent is good, even if you don't always understand her actions. So, yeah, I'm feeling, I guess we'll participate. This may get us up to that 50%. We're pretty close to that point in our diplomacy now. This might just tip it up there. We may lose favor with some other havens. We'll find out. Just New Jericho. And we gained with the disciples of Anu, as we thought, and the haven itself. The ritual begins with a short reading from the Gospel of the Exalted, chapter 4. Here were written all the names of the faiths that had misled man, promising salvation in the future world, yet offering nothing in the world of flesh. Yet man knew in his heart that it was the flesh that was corrupt, and it was there that the healing must begin. This segues into an odd, almost cone-like parable about how easily people are misled and how the purpose of the Exalted is different than that of the false prophets.
My task is not to see what is on the surface, but to perceive the truth within. What do you believe? Do you understand that there is no way back to the world before the flood? Because it was the very nature of that world that caused its downfall. If you do, then you understand the folly of those who dream of the old world, and you will act against them. I am sending you the coordinates of a sacred site. At this place, a child was born with a body uplifted by Anu, and a mind free of the plague, a harbinger of things to come. Yet now the heathens of New Jericho occupy this hallowed ground and refuse to leave. Cast them out and prove your dedication to our cause. The old world must die for the new to be born.
All right, so we got the fourth initiation. So we're climbing up the ladder in diplomacy with Anu now, and we'll go see where it's at. Let's see, fourth initiation. Actually, it's really nearby, very close by. We do have a site here we're going to explore in the meantime, because to be quite honest, I'm just going to wait till we get that last flyer. And something got somewhere, and I don't know what that something is. Let's go see over here. We have a ship just hanging out here. Where's the other? There's the gift flying off to its site. There's that, probably flying to the same location. Yes, it is. So let's detour this one over here. Detour this one over here. Search here. And do we find anything? What do we have? Well, we found a living crystal quarry, so our excavation is done there. We're just gonna hit the question. We're gonna hit some more explorations, and nothing new exploration-wise popped up. Okay, and let's just see in this all this time, nothing has sprouted from the behemoth. At peace, the Forsaken Bravery has encountered a large group of Anu pilgrims following the path to the something hesychastic ziggurat, a nearby sacred site said to bring peace and oneness with the dead god. Despite the extreme danger of such travel, they are only lightly armed, so we'll accompany them. And we gain a little attitude. Well, actually we don't, because we're capped out. But we do get some skill points. The pilgrims are a merry lot, and at our offer of assistance, they spontaneously break into song. Making so much noise seems quite foolish, but by the time they've arrived at the hesychastic ziggurat, it's hard not to admit that they understand this world and know how to move within it. We might actually be able to learn a lot just by watching. So there's really nothing super nearby, is there, anymore? I guess we just got question marks to hit up. And nothing new there has appeared. Nothing new there has appeared. Oh, there's our flyer. I just saw the flyer out of the corner of my eye. Our operatives have located an abandoned military outpost. It is unclear which nation's military it belonged to, since this region's government fractured heavily during World War III. So we'll search it, and we get a nice cache of goods here. All available resources have been recovered. No additional information regarding the site itself has come to life. Materials, tech, and food. And I guess this is what our next job is right here. And fortunately, we've got a number of ships in the area that can all detour. Now, it looks like it may be flying here, so I think that's where we will detour and head towards till we find out different.
Research complete.
Okay, and we finished the Pandoran evolution. That was my trigger to go find some more research and double check our research. The human population, well, you know, I know that's not going to be an issue for a while, so let's just ignore it. Let's move up the priest class and the berserker class. So if we want to just cross-class to both those when we feel like it, we can, and we'll do those as our next two. And we'll find out if that's indeed where this Bareth is headed. Sure looks like it. And we got an air game. So 2 out of 3 are there first. We do have flame over time, and we happen to have, at least for a few charges, some flame suppressants. And we're just going to focus on the shock damage, the rams, which have to get up close to do damage anyway. At least we're going to... Yeah, since I can dodge, well, it's only 3 times, but since I can technically dodge these, we'll see if we can take these out, because I got more follow-up ships to take care of the rest for us. So let's do that. We'll see if we just can't damage them both. Unfortunately, I got 2 of these shooting, so that's going to really put our fire suppression system to the test. Both our weapons outrange theirs, so we'll see if that is a good thing or not. And we got fire damage going on them now over time. We got rid of their fire suppression, so let's do this. Let's take our long-range weapon, and it looks like we've almost got the ram. Well, let's make sure we take out the ram. Let's make sure we get that targeted. Suppress. We got one more fire suppression left. And we're going to focus both these weapons now over on these guys. And we'll suppress. That's our last suppression that we have. And we just got one more tick of damage. And we took it out. We're going to take it down. One ship and one ship alone. How about that? All right, so we had the number this time around for the behemoth and his flyers. We do not gain, so we gain a little attitude with New Jericho and taking that thing down, and that is about it, because the other two are currently capped out at the moment.
Research complete.
And we already finished the Berserker class. Priest will be coming up next. We do have to keep an eye on the behemoth, and he can still potentially send out flyers until he goes underwater, but we have it disrupted. It's not going to be around much longer. We have some new research. Oh, advanced melee weapons, shotgun advancement. We'll get those in the queue. As a matter of fact, we're going to move up the advanced melee weapons. The slam strike, well, we'll get that up there. We'll do the melee weapons first, right after the priest, and do those orders next. And what we're going to try right at the moment is I think we're just going to, since I have both manticores here, the gift and the incorruptible, we're going to go ahead and do this Anu mission because we're so close to it, and that way we'll be staying near for any random flyers that get sent out. And let's go see if this ship is all healed back up if we need it. Yes, it is. So yeah, let's fly that back down too, and we're going to be able to do some things once this ship goes away. So we'll get the Forsaken Bravery just headed here. And then we'll get our two manticores, and it's already turned around. I don't know where it's going to end up going. Hopefully no flyers. It just takes a nice bath. And we're going to go up here for our next mission with our two manticores. There's the gift. And then it's just a matter of getting this last Helios. We'll just take care of these last few question marks that are just floating around. Which one is this flying to? I can't even remember. Okay, there we go. That answers my question. Forsaken Bravery's going there. And we didn't find anything else from that one. We got our first ship to the 4th initiation. So we'll wait for the other ship. And then we're going to send the Forsaken Bravery down to Links to the Past. But the 4th initiation is ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is, well, guess what? We're just going to make this one hell of a long mission, and we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's get going. A group of New Jericho soldiers is occupying this site, which is considered sacred by the disciples of Anu. The blind legate has asked us to destroy them in the name of the Exalted. And looks like just the Incorruptible. Why is everybody looking so washed out? Why? Why is that? Why are they not brightly lit like these guys? That's odd. Because all of us are here, and that's really weird. Anyway, let's get back in here. It's like the incorruptible is corrupted. I guess what we'll do is we're going to see if we can hold back, maybe. Michael, you have a stick. So, Michael, you're going to be the one that we take as kind of a backup. Others, we're going to sit down, Joe Murata, you Takeda, Callum Robertson, and see how many of the other lower levels we can fit. And oh, we got Max. You're not hot. You're already level 7 also. So actually, we'll let you sit so we can take Jill Valentine. So this is basically a level up kind of thing for those that aren't level 7 is how we're going to treat this particular mission. Let's go take a look. See if we're all outfitted the way it needs to be. And I don't know if I have any more upgrades. It doesn't looks like we're not needing to upgrade here, so we're in good shape, Citizen Eileen. Kairos, do we have any upgrades for you yet? You do have the Anu shotgun. You can go back and forth. They serve slightly different purposes. We'll just keep you with what you got. Callum, you're not going. Utakeda, you're not going. Michael, you are going. And we'll keep your makeup just like that. Joe Murata's sitting. Max, I think I said you're sitting. Yes. And then everybody else is going. So let's see. No upgrades left there. Jill Valentine, you've got yourself Boom Blast now, so you know, you can carry one more of these. Okay, I guess you can't carry one more of those because it's too heavy. So let's just get rid of it and leave it at that. Exceptional, you're looking good. Simon, you're looking good. Nothing to spend there. We got the Phoenix assault rifle. So I guess we'll go back to our other assault because you got the fancier. You got the same weapon. It just is the fancier styled one, and we'll let you keep that, Simon, and hand out the other one there. And then Mika, do we want to change you up? We can do this. And give you some ammo for that. And you got yourself Boom Blast too. So we got a lot of Boom Blast to help us out on this one. The one thing I'm going to do is give you the shoulder mount. Give you the extra ammo there. And we have will points to upgrade your strength. In fact, we're going to spend another one to upgrade strength. And we know that's not quite enough to carry another rocket. But at least we got it for next. We'll be able to give you that one more tick of strength for holding more rockets. And that's it. We're ready to go. There was one more assault I need to, there it was, Kairos. We're gonna have you be the one with this weapon now. And now we're ready to go. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered. Let's get her done. All right, let's get the overview. Doesn't show that we see anybody right off the start. And this is just a kill all the enemies kind of a thing. We just got to scout out and find the New Jericho guys. And they're going to have rockets, and what I remember on this thing is they may have rockets to shoot right on back at us. We just got to find them. One thing I'm going to try, even though it's potentially prone to rockets,
Red.
Citizen Eileen, let's see if we can get you up high to a nice sniper perch here.
Tango spotted.
And yeah, we're finding them already. 2 of them down here, and that that's 2 of their own snipers. How about that? You move too far, Citizen Eileen, for a quick aim. Let's see if we can't get some others ready to help us out. Exceptional entity. Yeah, we definitely can get you here. It's at least a semblance of cover and gives you a pretty good shot. Oh, we're seeing more. This time is a heavy. I'm not so worried. Ooh, I am worried about that heavy because he's got a shoulder rocket. I can see it right there. So, we got a little bit of everything over here. But you know what I also have? I have some rockets and grenades of my own. Mika, you're not in sight of snipers. And do I think I can get over that building? Let's just find out without spending the will. Yeah, that's iffy. So it's going to be better to move my 2 heavies off to the sides. Say here to try and launch the grenades over here. It'll just be a grenade and a rocket you'll be able to shoot with Boom Blast.
Let's make this
See if this will work it. And we'll have you guys focus
I know how to do this.
on the snipers. And we'll have our snipers, although the first one won't have a good angle over here. We'll see. Oh, actually, we can actually do a grenade right there and hurt them all. They didn't get the memo about not grouping up, and he was behind the wall there enough, so he didn't take damage, the heavy. But we got our 2 snipers going down. Let's get a rocket over there to help out also. It's nice to get the rocket off first before the new Jericho does. Now we got these guys bleeding, but you notice with their bleeding, they aren't going to bleed out, first of all. And second of all, none of their arms are disabled, so they're still very dangerous snipers. The other option I have then is to kind of finish the job. I can get here for a boom blast, and that's going to be sufficient. We'll be standing in the open, so I definitely want to, with you, Jill Valentine, kill these guys. We'll go for the snipers first, and then we can center the rocket on the heavy. And then hopefully our sniper can finish it off.
My turn.
All right, we got them weakened down everywhere. I don't know. It says we have a shot, so we're going to take the quick aim. It may only be an arm sticking out from behind the wall. We'll find out. We're going to spend the quick aim. Well, it's better than I expected. Look at that. Look at that. There's no kill shot within it, but it'll be pretty dang close. Okay, he's bleeding, but how much health does he have left? 1 tick of health too much. So I'm going to need a little bit of help. I don't even need to get my sniper to do that help. I can get my sniper climbing up. Let's get Citizen Eileen out of the way first. In fact, Citizen Eileen, do you want to see if you have enough within you to finish it off with a pistol? That's where we tease them and go, you're not much of a heavy if you get taken out by a pistol. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better now about getting up in this sniper perch with 2 of our snipers. Now we just got to take our assaults, of which we have 3, to start scouting out the building ahead over here. I'm not going to do any dashing at this point. I don't need to get them too far outstretched from us. just get them all situated
I was
and
born
ready to
ready.
react. Simon, how about we try you over on this direction a little bit? Maybe peek down over here.
I'll be right there.
And we're not seeing anything. And then finally, Michael Romanov, we'll just kind of keep you nearby as the stick dude to burst out. If we see another cluster like that, we may call on you. But as much as possible, I want to get everybody else worked up. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I moved too far for any Overwatch. So let's just end our turn where we are. Yeah, pistol Overwatch against New Jericho, probably not so good until we wear down some of that armor. And nothing. Wow. I was about to say, this is where we find out if we get a rocket from nowhere that comes at us. But we didn't at all. Wow. Well, I don't know how to approach this thing now. We just gotta, it's kind of become a search and destroy kind of a thing. Let's get you, we'll start with our assaults this time and start taking some peeks into the interior. Still nothing. Peek up here. Wow. Where the heck are they?
Receiving.
Well, let's bring you out a little bit wide. And we're just looking for anybody and anything. We're not finding so much of anybody or anything. Now, can you get a jet jump going? Well, no place amazing. Let's start getting up high, so we have a good location from which to boom blast.
I know how to do this.
This is just bizarre to me that we're not seeing anybody yet. Probably keep you there.
Standing by.
Now, do I have to step you out to jump? Yeah, we're under that lattice work, so it's not going to let us jump. So let's do this. Now let's see if we can jet jump you. Got to be careful, because if we get you awkwardly positioned, you won't be able to war cry. So let's give you a little corner cover, like right here. And nothing. Our stick dude. Let's get you up here so you can dash out of position if we need it. If it's bad and awkward if we see somebody. This is just bizarre that we're not seeing anybody. Are they all on the back side of the building? It's weird. New Jericho is not exactly the stealthiest of soldiers either. And then we'll keep our one sniper free roaming. We'll come out wide over here. Let's try that. And that's just bizarre to me. Absolutely bizarre. I guess we'll just do an Overwatch, excuse me, with the dangerous weapon over here. We'll do an Overwatch with your dangerous weapon over here and see what the turn brings us.
Repositioning.
We'll back off into cover just in case they might pop out, and you're in okay cover, so we'll keep you there. Let's see what happens. We can at least hear their voices. There's one at last. At least I like seeing the heavies indoor with those rockets. But it's only one. That's just amazing to me. Absolutely amazing to me. Do I have a sniper in line to take a nice pot shot to a heavy? We sure do. Although, yeah, that's just a banner. There's a statue there. So if I had this kind of a line, that's probably not bad. Say right here. I'm going to try it.
Here comes the Phoenix.
Let's take a look. We're taking a chance.
Preparing to fire.
But that is a good chance. Yeah, I'd like to focus on the arm. I'd like to focus on the fury, but we're going to focus on the body instead just because that's our best chance to hit. And we got one of the arms out. That still means the rocket is a threat. The rocket's in play. But with him injured, it's more reasonable to try, and we have 2 dashes. We might just be able to get close enough to hit that arm with our shotgun and take him out. So let's try a double dash.
Pushing on.
Let's take our shotgun and see if we get enough of that arm.
Aiming.
Well, absolutely not. Not so thrilled about being this close anymore. Or am I? Let's see what our other options might be. Well, we always have, Michael, we have you that would be able to get over there. And if I don't move you anymore, Kairos, we have Onslaught you could hand out. So let's just come in here with the stick. We don't even need to do rapid clearance. Yeah, we can get here. Should only take 1 swing, I would imagine. And we imagined correct. Now the question is, where will any more of them be coming from? So what we'll do is we'll set up an Overwatch with you, Kairos. We're kind of exposed potentially here. See if any others are following behind their friend, and try to cover things that way. The other thing we'll do is with our big guys up here, even though, yeah, we'll pick up some will this way in the process of jumping over there. Although I think you can jump further, so let's get you up to this corner.
Using.
Jill, you can't jump quite as far. Let's get you into the will zone.
Using.
To give everybody a little more will in return. We don't have any war cry available. Nobody's nearby. I don't know. I've never seen New Jericho be so stealthy, be so sneaky. Let's set our Overwatch because we got some folks exposed that are not in cover whatsoever. So we're going to continue with the sniper Overwatch. And I'm thinking with you over here, Simon, maybe we get you inside also, if there's such a position.
Proceeding.
And you're up on top of the step, so if I had you Overwatch in that direction also, hopefully you'd be shooting over their heads. Let's hope. That's the way it works with you at the better height. And stay there, Michael, and let's see if they surprise us. There's another heavy.
Born ready. I'll see the sucker.
Another sniper. Fortunately, none of which was able to find us. Now I can come over here nicely and get an amazing shot. Hopefully, actually I can come right here and hopefully take out his arm. Yeah, I'd say we could take out the arm. Oh! Surprise, we're the one that snuck up on you. Now, do you have a pistol I have to worry about? Yes, you do. So we still want to take care of this guy. what we can do is, I don't feel like we're going to need a rocket. Maybe we can jet jump you? Nah, we can't get a bash. Cannot get a bash. Bummer. We're going to have to see if we can get someone else over there to help out. And well, guess what? We have somebody on the interior that happens to have 2 dashes available. And we're just going to
No
get
rest for the
real
weary.
close and just blast away.
This better work.
Now, let's see what we can do about this heavy over here. Do any of my other heavies have the ability to jump down here and follow up with a bash? So yes, there. Yeah, so I can get 2 bashes here. So all I got to worry about is getting enough damage with others, and we can take out this other heavy. And I've got my backup. I got my reserves handy. So let's take a look on the interior. Can you, with any of your dashes, get outside enough to get an angle? It doesn't look like it. I do know that we have Michael over here, and he is a stick dude. He has dash. We can get 2 swings. And we only need 1. Now, is there any more? Alright, that's it. We got a level up for Exceptional Entity up to level 6 now. So we spread around some experience on these guys, so that's all good. Alright, we have Advanced Mutation Technology that's been unlocked. That's a good one to pick up. And Anu Winged Warfare Doctrine, so that may give us some other upgrades for our flying game. And the Disciples of Anu are now aligned with the goals and values of the Phoenix Project. All completed Disciples of Anu research is now shared with Phoenix and can be accessed from the research list.
Do you understand why your actions were necessary? Why the site is sacred? It is here that the conditions existed which brought forth a better body with a free mind. One without the other is meaningless. The Exalted bids us understand. Why here? To fathom why the site is sacred is to fathom how other sites may become sacred also. Keep on this path, and you shall hear the voice of the shadowed hierarch, and after him, the wisdom of the Synod of Yearning.
Alright, so we are uncapped now with Anu. We can continue gaining diplomacy with them. Nice food, 450. And what I'm going to do, we're probably going to send these 2 down to finally get that last Anu mission done. But I don't want to go too soon with the behemoth in the area. We learned last time that he can still, while he's floating around in this area, send off a last-minute flyer before he goes underwater. So what we're going to do is break here, because I know the mission's been long enough, because all that piddling around with the air game and taking care of the flyers before the actual mission. So we're just going to pause it right here. I hope you enjoyed today's mission, even though it was a bit lengthier than normal. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Any other ideas on what we should do next, let me know, because we got choices. I mean, we got choices. This is Zigzag signing out from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.